This is Caleb with Strength of Odin Gunsmithing and American Arms, and today we're going to take apart CZ 512 Tactical. 512T sometimes it's called. I had a lot of people say this thing is a royal pain in the butt, they can't do it, yada yada yada, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So first things first, we're going to drop the mag, clear, and you're only going to need 4 tools to do this. So you will need a 5/32 punch, it's a big one, and a punch set, 5mm Allen head, 3mm Allen head, and a hammer. Set those to the side for now. Alright. Firearm is clear. I'm going to try to keep my hands out of this as much as possible so you guys can see what's going on, but I will be in the way a little bit. Nothing I can do to really help that. So first things first is we're going after this screw right here. Zoom her in a little bit. Alright, this guy right here, it's a 3mm. I know my hand's in the way, I apologize. Alright, so that one's out. Next, we're going after the next one up. So we took that one out. Next one up is this one. Same thing, 3mm. There we go. Alright, now that those are out, we're not going to mess with these two right here. They can stay. We're going to turn it over. There's a 3mm there, 3mm there, and a 3mm right there. So we're going to take those out real quick. And take this one out next. These bottom two have yellow Loctite on them from the factory, so they're a little more stiff than the top ones, but they'll come out as long as you have a good Allen key. And the last one right here. All right, now we can slide the whole rail off this gun. Zoom out so you can see a little better. All right, we've got the rail off. The top rail can stay on there. You can get to everything you need to for cleaning or whatnot. But there's the rail. Set that to the side. We now have this plastic dangly bit. We'll worry about that in a minute. We've still got the lower, the upper, the barrel, buttstock. So next, we're going to take off the buttstock and pistol grip. It's all one unit. This is where your 5mm comes in. It's this hole right here. It's a bad angle, I know. Like I got casting shadows here. There we go. You can see a little better there. I'll zoom back in. Okay. And this one needs to come all the way out. That long guy down. Now, let's pop right off. Set that to the side. So now we're to here. We got a barrel, upper and lower. To take the trigger group out, it's super easy. Grab, pull, slides right off. It's on a set of rails. Next, magazine housing. Pull back slightly, pops out, and lifts straight up. So it's got a little lip. Focus. The lip on it right there. engages. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. There you go. Got a lip right there it engages onto. There's that. Next, we're going to take the barrel off. If you've ever taken a 1022 off, it's kind of the same principle, but there's a 3mm Allen right here. And another one right here. So 1022, it's got them right here, and they're bigger than 3mm. But this one is right there. And on the opposite side, there's one right here. So we're going to pop those out real quick. If I can keep from scratching this thing, it'd be nice. It's hard to see because I got my camera in front of me. There we go. Pop that. Pop that. These don't need to come all the way out. There's about as far as I'll take it out. The barrel will come out now once they're both that far out. Same thing, just bring it out most of the way. The barrel slides right off. You take this plastic thing off. I'm going to go back wide. Take this plastic thing off. That way you can clean your barrel. You can get easy access to the extractor slot. You can get the whole bolt face. Everything is very easy to clean now, as far as that goes. Next, so we now have our upper and our lower. There's one pin right there, one big guy. Probably don't need a hammer. You should just push right through. But the hammer is there just in case you need it. Pull this out. Now these two, just like the trigger group slid off, these are going to slide apart. Much like before. From here, well, there goes the charging handle. So you can take that out or let it fall out. But from here, we're going to grab the recoil spring and guide rod and this plastic bit and hang on to them because they're not captive. But lift up and pull out. Recoil spring will slide off. And then you've got your guide rod in this little plastic housing. And it's got this curve to it. And it locks into that second hole right there. So that way it doesn't turn when it's in the firearm. Set that down, got our guide rod down. Now that the charging handle is no longer holding the bolt in, this whole thing will slide out. Grab the bolt and the polymer portion, the lower, pinch them, pull the whole thing out. There is a stripped upper. It's a fixed ejector. Don't worry about getting that out. Next, the bolt just comes right off. This guy is now stripped. Nothing in there. You got your bolt. There is your firing pin running right there. Firing pin retaining pin there and there. It's got two. It is a free floating. There's no spring on or anything. It's just there. Extractor is very long, which is nice to see. And it's a pretty simple bolt. It's been obviously milled out. It's got a lightning cut, but it's a solid bolt. So that is disassembled. You can clean everything now. Your trigger group, there's really no reason to take all this apart. What I do is stick it on fire, put my thumb over the hammer, release it. This is just for a basic cleaning. Now, if you were to come in for a full detailed cleaning, yes, we're going to pull this hammer out. We're going to pull the disconnector out. We're going to pull the sear out. We're going to pull all these springs and pins out. But for a at-home basic cleaning, that's all you need to do. So to reassemble this bad boy, it's not hard to do. Set her up or down. Grab our lower. There's a set of rails right here. corresponding rails right there. So those two, start them. And then, obviously, that's the front of your bolt because it has the firing pin, the extractor, all that fun jazz. You're just going to set it onto the lower. Make sure it moves freely. Push it all together. Next, I like to go ahead and stick the firing pin, or the charging handle in. There's a big open circle right here. Once the recoil spring is in, it won't allow the bolt to go back far enough for this to come out. So stick it in now. It's got notches right there, right here, and right here. That's for sliding up and down this channel. So it'll go in any direction and it'll spin, but if it's not faced the right way, it won't go forward. So you just gotta turn it, it's forward. Now, slide these together, or slide them apart, I should say. Recoil spring on the guide rod. Make sure that hook has engaged that secondary hole. It's going to go in like this. So there's a hole right there in the back of the bolt. Recoil spring goes in. Push it in. And set it down. There's a little ledge right there. Focus. There, you can see it. And it fell out again. Because I know what I said earlier, but being these are separated, it is allowing it to go far enough back. So, but if I push them together, it can't come out now. So, reinsert the pin, push it out with your hand. There we go. Next, we're going to put the barrel back on. So this guy goes this way. Slide it over the barrel. Barrel goes in, and it can't turn. So it's not like the Ruger will spin, and you got to get that ledge lined up with the wedge that you put in there. This guy is locked into that upper. So now we'll take the 3 mil. Tighten these down. Snug them up. Now this guy is just flopping around in limbo. It'll slide right on. At this point, you can put the, well, let's do that. Let's do it that way. All right, so do the magazine well, and release and all that fun stuff. Remember I said there's a ledge right there. It goes in here. The whole thing just sets down and push forward. That's it. I mean, that's all. Trigger group. There's a set of rails right here and corresponding rails right there. Oh, make sure your hammer's down. If you had released this to clean everything in there, you're going to be fighting it to get it back in. So just push your hammer down. Sets right there. That guy sits right there. Takes that big 5 mil. Got stuff in my way. Goes in that hole right there. more snug. Got a glass bottle over there of acetone. Alright, so we're there. Now we grab the rail along with that long piece of pick on top. Just slide it on. Now it will be popped up here. That's no big deal. As soon as you take that back screw off, it pops up on its own. So don't worry about that right now. Next, we're going to put, well, first, we're going to put this screw back in. So you've got 2 screws that are flat on top with a real steep angle right there, and 3 screws that are rounded on top, and they say YFS. So those 3 screws are going to go there, there, and there. And these are all 3 mils. Put that on. Sorry for the background noise. This is an active shop, so there are customers, or I should say a customer here right now, because we're only letting 2 people in the building at a time right now because of this COVID-19 funness. This one goes in. Start this one. Sorry. Ah. All right, those 3 are tight. Almost done. So the short one, there's a long one and a short one. The short one goes up here. Long one goes back here. There we go. It just popped over that little ledge it sits on. And we are done. Bolt hole open. There's disassembly and reassembly of a CZ 512 Tactical. I know this is we're at 19 minutes and 2 seconds right now, but this is much faster off camera when I'm not trying to explain things. So taking apart this, as far as I did, equivalent to a Ruger 1022, Marlin Model 60, they're about the same. This is not a hard firearm to take apart. You only need 3 tools. You might need a 4th, might need a hammer, but I doubt it. So you really only need 3 tools: 5 mil, a 3 mil, and a 5/16 or 5/32 punch. Other than that, that is how it's done.